Hey guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Message in a Vodcast. I'm here, Libby Begg, non-publisher of The Message, with my friends and colleagues, David Brown and Chris Powell, who were just making me laugh before this started. Hi guys, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. As always, before we get started, a huge shout out to our friends at Blue Ant Plus, without whom we literally could not do this podcast. We are not technically savvy enough. So thank you to our friends at Blue Ant Plus. And guys, it is a Monday morning and we have got some exciting stuff to talk about today. So as per usual, I'm going to ask you about your best and kind of weirdest stories from our industry over the last couple of weeks. And we are going to start with Chris Powell. You're going to tell us about some of the sort of more interesting things that you've seen over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, as always, as a bit of a prelude to all of this, there are some things that were on our radar that we're not going to talk about sort of in depth, for want of a better term. But the McDonald's Steal My Fries spot was just a great example of wonderful creative, well executed, well acted, well performed, well written. Made Goods Unwreck the Future brand platform we thought was very good, and I was a big fan of the creative for that as well. I thought it was really well done, very evocative of kind of the sort of Stranger Things / Stand By Me sort of approach to creating the spot. So I thought the brand platform was quite well done as well. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about a new partnership between the Henderson Brewing Company in Toronto and the band Rush. Anyone
the band Rush.
Yes, anyone who knows me knows that I am an absolute music fanatic and junkie. So when stories like this come along, I'm always eager to jump on them.
That's a good pitch note for any of our listeners. Throw some music in there, some old, 70s, 80s classic rock.
That's it.
Send it straight over to Powell.
There you go. So I've said this before, and it's true. One of the things that I love about what I do and what we do here is that I will wake up and never know what I'm going to be talking about or writing about or interviewing someone about on any given day. And that was the case with this one. It just sort of popped up out of nowhere, like a brewing company partnering with an iconic Canadian band to create a beer. And I thought, yeah, this is pretty cool. So. Yeah, that's I spoke with. I didn't get an interview with Rush, unfortunately. I tried, but their communications people never responded to interview requests. But I did speak with Henderson general manager Steve Himmel about the product, and he sort of walked me through its creation and how it came together, and then working with the two surviving members of Rush, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, to create this new product, which hits shelves August 30th.
Amazing.
So very, very soon.
Thank you. So Dave,
Yep.
Now you're up. What is sort of the best thing, one of the most awesome things you've seen over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, so this is a campaign that we both really liked a lot. And it's the new campaign from Loblaws for No Name, and more specifically No Name Simple Check, which is a product line they have with products made without 10 specific ingredients, most of them which I can't pronounce. So this is a next step in a campaign. It launched a couple of years ago and with some advertising and a Twitter account, which kind of blew up at the time. This is summer of 2019. No Name went on Twitter and it kind of went crazy for a little while. We loved it. We thought it was great at the time. Very oddball voice and tone, kind of wanting to be on social media and knowing some of the goofy things that people said and did on social media and wanted to play, but it was just awkward, this No Name Twitter account. So this new campaign is the next step in that. There's a new TV ad, and it features a mom and two kids, and one of the kids is talking about how great Simple Check Blueberry bagels are. But all three of them, it's that yellow, iconic yellow and black background.
Yeah.
Yellow background with black labeling on everything, and the actors are labeled. Relatable Adult is her label, and Adorable Child 1 and Adorable Child 2.
Yeah,
so it's odd. It's weird. And then so we talked to John Street. We talked to Cher Campbell at John Street about this, and she kind of explained to us that it's about the brand itself is so distinct and so simple, that sort of that no nonsense, no name, as I said, yellow packaging with black copy. And she pointed to one of the best examples of that for her and for them is their peas, no name peas, would say on the can, peas assorted sizes.
Specific.
Right, exactly. And then so their work on the advertising and the communications for the No Name, Cher says to it, Cher Campbell said to us, they think of the brand as sort of as an entity essentially come to life as opposed to a group of people behind it. And then they think about that entity that says can of peas, assorted sizes, making advertising.
Totally. That weirdly makes total sense to me.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
It's
so
so
the
descriptor.
So the entity thinks that they need an ad, and they know the entity thinks it needs a relatable adult. So it finds a relatable adult and two adorable children just to convey information, to deliver information about these blueberry bagels. So the same way she said that the packaging, you don't need embellishment on the packaging, they don't need embellishment on the ad. It's just these three awkward actors, an adult and two kids, explaining the product, talking about the product. And then similarly with Instagram, which is the part that I kind of love the best, is they created this Instagram account, and in the same sort of way, No Name Instagram doesn't quite get it. And so No Name Instagram doesn't post, it knows Instagram's about photos, but it doesn't post photos, it explains the photos.
Because they don't quite get it.
No. So it launched in mid-July, and the first post it put up, it just said, again, black copy on yellow background, it said selfie, a photo of me. And then another one said, image of a younger brand posted on a Thursday because that is when others do it. So that's the throwback Thursdays. And again, it's sort of self-aware and funny. My favorite one was because it's commenting on social media itself, because it's unrealistically saturated beach photo, contains people having so much fun that it makes followers feel unhappy, which is very funny. I just think it's oddball and funny.
It's
super engaging.
I also feel like, again, when brands, we've talked about this before, but when brands lean into the weirdness, and particularly with a brand like this, they are simple and sort of basic. And so I feel like sort of subverting the whole social media thing to their own advantage and being funny and tongue in cheek about it. It's a risk for brands to take, but it's such a big payoff it's the reason we're talking about it.
And so, and they said, this is so meta, it's so kind of self-aware. It's this brand come to life, and it's very interesting.
Those were great, as always, guys. And now we come to, I know, your favorite part of the podcast as well as mine. Do you guys wonder about this all the time? Like, what is she going to ask us today?
I look
pop
forward
culture
to it.
pop quiz.
That's
good.
fun.
Oh, good.
I do ponder it. Yes.
You do. I was wondering. I was like,
do.
I wonder if they start Googling over the weekend and like lightly sort of think about like Real Housewives and stuff. But I hope I'm not ruining your summer weekends doing these. But speaking of things that have made me happy this summer in particular, unsurprisingly, it is not figuring out what to do with my children every day. It is the coming together of a couple from the early 2000s.
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So this is going to be, basically this section is going to be dedicated to the 2021 Summer of Benifer, as myself and many other people on the internets are calling it. So do you guys feel like you know a fair amount about Jen and Ben and their relationship? Like, do you feel like you can answer some quick questions for me?
I like my chances.
Okay, pal, how are you feeling?
Okay. Depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start you off easy. Do you guys know the year that they originally got together? I kind of hinted at it earlier.
2002.
I was going to say 2002.
I'm annoyed at you both. You're correct. It's 2002. And they met on the set of a critically panned movie called...
Oh, Giggly.
Yes. Does anyone care to guess how much Giggly worldwide grossed in 2002?
Oh, it was abysmal.
It was
abysmal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it even $1 million?
It was. It was 7.2 million.
7.2.
But that's not
really
good. They had a $75 million budget. They each got paid. Actually, I was interested to read this. Ben got paid $12.5 million for the movie, and J-Lo got paid 12, which frankly, considering the constant conversation around the gender pay gap, is not as big as the gap between them was not as big as I might have anticipated. Anyways, did you guys see Geely?
7.5?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, not well received. Not well received. Did you guys see the movie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That makes me, I feel like that tracks with who you are as people, and I'm proud of you.
You?
Yes, 100%. Of course, I saw it. Yes, and it tracks with who I am as a person. If
Wow.
if people are talking about it, I'm like, I can give this 2 hours of my time. I had no kids at the time. I wasn't even graduated university, to be honest. That's how young I am. Yep.
So was there anything redeemable about this movie?
No. I mean, JLo has amazing skin, continues to do so. So that was luminous, but no, otherwise, no, it's a hard no. It's a hard no. So they later then went on to get engaged also in 2002. Do either of you know or remember what color her engagement ring was?
So it's obviously unusual in that it's notable.
Mm.
Isn't that champagne gold or whatever? Champagne?
No.
No?
No.
No.
It was even if you think about JLo, it just makes so much sense. It was a like quite colorful pink diamond, a very rare pink diamond.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
pink.
I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like you could have lobbed a pink
Yeah,
out
but
there,
it
but it
would've
was
been-
notable. It would have
it
been a
would've been-
gas. Yeah, you wouldn't have felt good
Yes.
about it. Okay,
No.
my last question, and I think you guys might know the answer to this. What famously in November of 2002, so just as they were getting engaged, what music video did they star in together for JLo's?
Well, that's the one where he's on a boat rubbing her butt, right?
Correct. And it's come back this summer. They've
Yes,
sort of
I saw
restaged
it
those
come
photos,
back.
which I mean is just so great.
It's not Johnny from the Block.
It is Jenny from the Block.
Wow, that's good.
Yes, David, that was very good. And yes, they did kind of recreate it. They went to Italy this summer for her birthday and kind of semi recreated the photos, but we've only seen them so far as pap shots, so not the full on photos. So I'm looking forward to whenever those roll out properly, because it's just such a joy for me to relive this relationship with them. And I hope it lasts so much longer than just a Bennifer summer. I want to be into a Bennifer fall. Guys, thank you so much. Again, surprisingly better than I thought, but I feel like between the two of you, you can sort of pull it out, and you've done well, much better than I thought you would with these pop culture pop quizzes. So I'm glad to hear you're enjoying them, and I'm looking forward to doing our next one. Not in the next 2 weeks, but probably in 3 weeks, because as we will let our listeners and our followers and everybody, our subscribers, thank you for you all, know we're actually taking next week off. So the final week of the summer, we're going to be dark on the message, and yeah, and then we'll tape this podcast when we come back, all fresh and new.
Ready for
Sounds
fall.
good.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in a
Thank
couple
you.
weeks.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.